Hey yo, it was really good, everyone. It's your boy Debo with Debo's Picks. I want to recap yesterday's plays mad quick, as well as offer up my plays for tonight's NBA slate. So let's get it poppin'. Now, as I continue to talk, each of the plays that I gave out in my video yesterday will come up on the screen. Like I mentioned, we are going to revolve around Scotty Barnes, PRA, and rightfully so. The dude came through. It originally opened up at 29.5, got bumped up to 30 even. I told y'all it should have been at 33.5. Dude finished with 34, so he handled business. Unfortunately, Jason Tatum did not stop us from having one hell of a night. What happened? Well, he took a step back. In fact, I jokingly said something in my Discord that he must have smashed the night before, so he was tired the next day, yada, yada, yada. He just wasn't aggressive, and I don't know why, because in the first half, he was shooting at a high rate. 7 for 10, 70% shooting from the field. Jaylen Brown was more the aggressor on the scoring side of things. He shot, I think, 14 times in the first half. He was shooting at a 60% clip, give or take. So he was on one as well. The problem I have is in the second half, he still pretty much took the back seat and let Jaylen Brown be the aggressor, putting up 24 damn shots for the entire game while Jason Tatum finished with just 16. So it was definitely frustrating. But I watched the second half of the game just to see how it was going to play out. And I could see he just wasn't, he just didn't, he was just joking around. He was messing around, wasn't trying to like pretty much burn himself out. That's what it looked like because they had the game well in hand by halftime anyway. But as you know, in the in-game tournaments, they try to run up the score, so they leave the starters on the court pretty much for almost the entire game. But when he was on the court in the second half, you could tell he just wasn't trying. You know what I'm saying? He was just, if he did take shots, it was contested, chuck ups kind of shit. So it kind of sucked. But Jaylen Brown was taking full advantage of, playing against a shitty team. And he was taking it to the rack. So that was it for us. So that sucked. But overall, not a terrible night by any stretch because, with Scotty Barnes, I did those two pick slips as they kept coming up on the screen where we cashed. I thought we were going to finish strong with Sungun going over his rebounds of 10 even because he had 6 at halftime. So I was like, I bet he's on pace to finish with 12. Not the case. He only finished with 9 total for the game. So that was it for us. But like I said, not a terrible night. But I don't want to forget about that and move on. And with that said, I want to offer up my plays for tonight's NBA slate. Now, as I continue to talk, each of those slips will come up on the screen. Now, I know a lot of the props have not come up on the board on Prizepicks yet, but I like what I see early, and I want to jump on it before it starts getting moved around. And today, we're going to revolve around Mr. Joel's Santana and Embiid. Got him going over his PRA of 49.5. He absolutely dominates against New Orleans, historically speaking. And not to mention, even this year, New Orleans is not great against centers. And I expect Joel Embiid to do it all like he's been doing this season so far with the assists, the rebounds, and the scoring. So for him, I got him finishing with 53 on his PRA. So 49.5, I think is great value. I can see it getting bumped up to 50 even as the day moves on. And like I said, we're going to revolve around him on some 2-pick plays, much like we did with Scotty Barnes yesterday. And obviously putting together a 6-pick slip. So this is all I got for today. If anything comes up, check out the Discord for added plays. Till then, best of luck. I'll see you on the next one. Let's get this bread. Peace.